Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on fire-tv.com is where you go. Happy Monday to everybody and all that good stuff. Got a lot of things to get into, a lot of things that I want to dissect here. And we're going to talk about, as I said, a variety of things. The trial starting for the Squeegee kid worker that is accused of killing Timothy Reynolds. And talk about that. Splitting the bill, right? A group check. What is the proper etiquette with that type of stuff? We're going to talk about that. Angel Reese, basketball star, honored with a basketball court here in the Baltimore area. Is in Randallstown. This Hollywood strike, we're going to talk about that. And this country music singer, she stopped her show over fans taking selfies. So I'm going to talk about some etiquette at shows or maybe people blowing things out of proportion. Talk about that. Adam22, right? This is the YouTuber that allowed his wife to sleep with, other porn stars. Okay, he has now blacklisted the guy who slept with his wife, and they got a whole little beef going on. And we're talking about rapper Positive K and comedy set. He does a comedy set during his concerts. So we're going to talk about all of those things, and we're going to do that right after this.
You're watching onfire-tv.com, featuring news, interviews, and entertainment. Broadcasting from Radio On Fire Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, here's your host, Diamond K.
All right, welcome back. You man, Diamond K. So we were talking about this, and we talked about this extensively when it happened. I guess it's been about a year now. So the trial is to start for the Squeegee kid, the teenager, that was accused of killing Timothy Reynolds. So jury selection started today in this trial. And I don't know where time went, but it has been a year since Reynolds was shot and killed during this altercation with the Squeegee kid in downtown Baltimore. Now, the kid's attorney said, Warren Brown, said that if Reynolds had not gotten out of the car and just kept going, then we would not be here. That is true. I do agree with that. Here's the thing. He was the adult in the situation. He's the adult. But he did not behave in a way that I think that adults behave in. I mean, he did not do the things that he should have done. He should have chilled. He should have, I'm just saying, right? But folks are gonna say whatever, but this trial is preparing to go underway. The boy who was squeegeeing to make money, now facing a first-degree murder charge. He is accused of shooting and killing Reynolds at the corner of Light and Conway Street in July of 2022. Now, after Reynolds got out of his car with a baseball bat menacing, the suspect was 14 at the time. That really put into motion the mayor's efforts to rid the corners of Squeegee kids. And here's the thing, though, and I'm sure that the mayor is going to run on this. If you travel through Baltimore right now, most of the corners that used to have Squeegee kids don't have them there anymore. Now, I will say that. The Reynolds family has been very outspoken since the killing of their loved one, understandably so. They've been speaking out multiple times. In November, they were talking real loud when a judge ruled that the case, he should be tried in an adult court. Victim's sister said then that the family felt relieved, but there was no winners in this case, and there is still a long road ahead. I do not think that this young man should be tried as an adult. He is not an adult, but that's a discussion for another day. But of course, the family saying he's not a bat-wielding maniac. He was not a baseball player. He took a bat out of the trunk of his car and went over to a corner, right? He was a bat-wielding maniac. But he also was a brother, a father, a son, a husband, a cousin, a friend. And he may have been a nice person, but he did not handle himself in a good way. And so that is how we got here. That is why we are here. But any loss of life is bad. So this is going to be one of those cases. I talked about it when it went down. It's going to be one of those cases. But it's going down at the Mitchell Courthouse. But here's the thing: nothing's worth losing your life over. He felt that strongly about this. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, and it's a really sad thing. But the mayor is going to run on, clearing the squeegeeing from off the corners. Speaking of the mayor, I saw Brandon Scott over the weekend in Canton, and of course we have heard the reports, or he made the announcement on his social media that he is expecting a child. And a lot of y'all were talking greasy. I want to congratulate the mayor and the mom to be. I saw the mayor in Canton, in Shake Shack, right? Love Shake Shack. That burger's amazing, right? Shakes is not all that in Shake Shack, but the burgers are really, really good. So anyway, saw the mayor and the mom to be and their family. And for those that are talking crazy, I think that it looked like a loving family. It looked like it was really nice. I mean, security was there. It was cool. Saw him, said what's up. I mean, he's with his family. So, I mean, I wasn't trying to do an interview. Although we've had him on the show before, I wasn't trying to do an interview at that moment. So it was just kind of like, what's up, wave, and kept going. But it looked like a really, really loving thing. And for all of y'all talking crazy about the mayor on this issue, y'all need to chill on that, right? So definitely congratulations are in order for the parents to be. Of course, on all social media, I am at the Diamond K Show. So let me talk to you about this. Okay, you've gone out places, a big group of folks, and when you got a big group, they don't like to split the check up. Right? They don't like to split the check up because they see dollar signs. The people that work there, maybe they don't want to do any extra work, tabulating the bill. But whenever you have it's a birthday party, it's some kind of gathering, or it's just people after the club, or you're going to a brunch and you're all sitting together. When that bill comes, if you don't have cash, it can get crazy, right? Or if somebody orders too much stuff, people don't calculate everything that's involved when you go to get something to eat, right? This is always drama, always drama. Well, let me say this. It's not always drama, but it's a lot of times it's drama. I don't like that. And what sparked this conversation is this post. We posted something on Instagram at the Diamond K Show, and folks have been talking about it. We've been having all kind of conversations, and it's about splitting the check, right? So if you go somewhere, you go to eat, and somebody that's with you orders more stuff than they have money for, or it's their birthday, they think everybody's supposed to split the check. Like, you got to talk about these things in advance. You got to talk about this stuff in advance. You can't spring on me. You got to bill us $4,000, and I order something that's $20 or $50. You can't just expect me to put up $1,000 towards this bill. Like, we need to have a conversation first. And we had a conversation. I would have told you I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. All right, let's take a look at this here. Something that we posted on social media, and really on this splitting the bill subject.
Only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
You got lamb chop, you got steak, you got some other.
they looking what all they got and they talking about clean the bill. What did you come out for? What did you come out for?
We come together
All
and
right,
split
I'm
the
finna
bill.
go again. My thing is, y'all doing too much.
Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that going on.
All right, so their bill was $4,600, and it's the person's birthday, and they want the bill split up between everybody. All right, that's a conversation that has to be had. You can't just up and just talking about we gonna split the bill because it's your birthday. Nobody care about that. There's a proper way to handle things. But I don't normally have problems like that. I have not seen that. But group dinners are always tricky because things will happen. All right, things will definitely happen. You have to know who you're going out to eat with. You have to know who you're going out to eat with. But birthday dinners, a lot of times you will get the bill of the birthday person, or people will split that bill. But if the birthday person wants to just go crazy, like, look, slow down, fam. Nobody told you to go crazy with regards to the bill. I'm gonna pay for my food. I'm gonna pay for whatever I drank. I'm gonna put some money towards the tip. But and you leave something nice for the waitress. But I'm paying for my own stuff for the most part. Now, if it's somebody's birthday, maybe we're gonna have a conversation about it. But you cannot go out to eat and expect everybody else to just co-sign the foolishness. And so somebody in the comment section says, what are we talking about? So we're talking about splitting the bill on a group check. Just because 4 people go out to eat does not automatically mean you split the bill 4 ways. Depends on what you ate. These people are crazy.
Only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
You got lamb chop, you got steak, you got some other.
Oh, they looking what all they got and they talking about clean the bill.
Come out for? What did you come out for?
We come together
All
and
right, I'm
split the
finna
bill.
go again. My thing is, y'all doing too much.
Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that going on.
It is super embarrassing when you have people reacting in this way in public. This thing has got to be reeled in. Groups going to eat. First of all, I prefer people to have cash. It just makes it so much easier to chop things up. But if you don't, you at least need to be able to pay for what you order, right? You at least need to be able to pay for what you order. I don't care if it's your birthday or not. And if you have that conversation in advance, then you don't have those embarrassing moments. That's all I'm saying. Thank you for tuning in to On Fire TV. We are a 24-hour independent news and entertainment channel. We produce original movies, documentaries, reality-based shows, and podcasts. On Fire TV is made possible because of viewer and listener support. Go to onfire-tv.com to become an On Fire Plus member. Your dollars and your support have kept us going, and we are just getting started. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here. Of course, Baltimore, the Baltimore area, Baltimore County, Randallstown, is so excited and so happy for Angel Reese. So today we're going to talk about Angel Reese. And, for those that don't know, the basketball star was honored with a basketball court dedication in Randallstown. That is Baltimore County. So this is a newly renovated basketball court at the Scotts Branch Activity Center. The 2022 NCAA Women's Basketball Championship winner, and of course, and a hometown hero, was presented with the honor when they had the ribbon cutting today for Angel Reese Court. Reese is a powerhouse on the hardwood. She led the Louisiana State University women's basketball team to a national championship, was named the NCAA All-American, and even won the ESPY Award for Best Breakthrough Athlete of 2023. Reese said that she was proud to have an impact and said that she hopes the children who play on the court are inspired to chase their dreams. She said seeing her name on the basketball court in her hometown, a court where she played as a child, is a full circle moment. I mean, that has got to feel amazing, right? That has got to feel amazing. I am so happy for her. And of course, the city, the county is proud to designate this newly upgraded court at Scotts Branch Recreational Activity Center as Angel Reese Court. The county executive, Johnny O, said, and Angel was somebody who was born and raised in Randallstown, one of the most highly recruited student athletes in the nation. And the accolades that have just been piling on. She has been doing her thing and continuing to make folks proud. So I think that it is a great thing. Now, upgrades to the basketball court are part of this bigger project. And, there's going to continue. So it's part of a much larger investment, nearly $500,000 at more than 175 locations. It's building on the $45 million also provided for recreational facilities across the country, across the county. I'm sorry, Johnny O said, and they are investing in the young people and hopefully investing in the next Angel Reese. So the Angel Reese Court is, as I said, the Scotts Branch recently received replacement fencing and a new gate surrounding the outdoor court, as well as the installation of new poles. They have 36-inch acrylic backboards, breakaway rims, and nets. It's all part of the county's effort to replace outdated equipment at 168 county-managed basketball courts and rec centers. So, as I said, Reese is a Randallstown native. So this is really good news. And, as I said, I am just, happy for her. I'm happy that, Baltimore County recognized this young lady, who is, just getting started, on her journey.
Looking for food that feeds your soul? Hoodfellas Bistro and Catering is your local African-American owned restaurant offering American cuisine. Located across from the courthouse, we offer daily jury specials to reward civic duty. Enjoy our full-service restaurant and fully stocked bar. Dine in, pick up, delivery, and catering. Our themed happy hours feature live music, handcrafted drinks, and weekly specials. Book your private event at hoodfellowsbistrocatering.com.
Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on fire-tv.com is where you go on all social media. I am at the Diamond K Show. So you've been hearing about it, and if you have not been paying attention to it, I suggest that you do. So the Hollywood strike. Now, this is a big thing. The actors have joined the screenwriters on this strike. So you may be sitting at home saying, well, why are they striking? Why are celebrities out here? What's the big deal? On Friday last week, the union that represents about 160,000 Hollywood actors officially went on strike after failing to reach a deal with the big time Hollywood studios. What does that mean? That means that Hollywood actors and writers are on strike at the same time for the first time in more than 60 years. This is going to, or has brought most film and television projects to a halt. Stop. Not happening because of this strike. Now, the demands. What do they want? Why are they upset? Actors on strike are calling for more money. That's usually what strikes are about, increased pay. But they also want to rethink how they're paid, their residuals. Now, union members say that their money has gone down since the rise of streaming services, and they're upset about it, right? The residuals are the financial compensation, the money that is paid out to actors whenever TV shows or movies that they have been in are replayed. So the union's 160,000 members joined the 11,000 writers of the Writers Guild of America who have been on strike since May. So the actors joined on Friday. The writers have been on strike since May. So many of the world's highest paid celebrities like Meryl Streep and Matt Damon have voiced their support for the strike. The concerns about higher pay and the residuals affect thousands of actors who perform in hundreds of films and TV shows. So Fran Drescher, Fran from The Nanny, she is the president of the union for the actors, SAG-AFTRA. Now, she wanted to push back on the notion that all actors are wealthy. All actors are not wealthy. Actually, most are not, right? Most actors are not wealthy. The vast majority are just working people, just trying to make a living, just trying to pay their rent, just trying to put food on the table, just trying to get their kids off to school. So she said that everything you watch, that you enjoy, that you're entertained by are scenes filled with people that are not making big money. So the average actor, you'd be surprised how much the average actor makes. The average actor makes $27.73 per hour. That's how much the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported as the average pay for a California actor in 2022. Now, the Bureau of Labor Statistics noted in the data that actors aren't paid full-time year-round due to the nature of the job, right? That's when they have a role. Now, before the contract between the actors and the movie studios officially expired, members had been negotiating the minimum rates for performers. For example, an actor who's worked on a television show for 1 week was paid a minimum of $3,756. And so, it is, it's one of those things. So let's look at this. Who's the highest paid actor? Highest paid actor of 2022 was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He made $270 million, according to the Forbes list of highest paid entertainers. The Rock received big paydays from his roles in Jungle Cruise and Red Notice, but according to Forbes, the majority of his earned income from 2022 came from his tequila brand. So that's interesting. Tom Cruise made headlines last year for reportedly making $100 million from his deal to star in Top Gun, for which he received a cut of ticket sales. Now, it's interesting. On CBS Face the Nation, the IAC chairman, Barry Diller, called on top paid actors and movie executives alike to take a 25% pay cut. So 12.7% is the minimum amount of money a performer must take home in 1 year to qualify for health insurance. And that's $26,470. Now, well-known actors are paid millions of dollars to star in movies and TV shows. Many of the SAG-AFTRA don't bring in enough income each year to meet the union's minimum requirement. So, 13 cents. What is that? That is due to the unpredictable nature of TV and acting and the competitive nature of landing those roles. Actors traditionally rely on the residuals, the payout when films and movies get replayed as a form of steady income when work is hard to come by. Now, if you're on a popular episode of a popular TV show, the income streams could last for quite some time. You have almost 18 months on one level or another where you're receiving income that was significant enough to help you until the next time you did a network show. So actors say that the calculation around the residuals has changed as more shows and movies have moved to streaming, where it isn't always clear how often the content gets replayed. Actors say they are making significantly less money. And so the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, says that the striking actors and the writers, their demands are just not realistic. Now, Bob Iger has big money, so it's probably easy for him to say that. But the potential economic impact of the combined writers and actor strike could cause $4 billion or more in damages long term. This is a double strike, which has brought Hollywood projects to a halt and could affect more than just the U.S. economy. Because here's the thing. It's not just actors working. When the movies stop, there are other folks that are involved. There are other businesses that are affected. This is definitely something that we need to watch, and hopefully they can work this out, get things on track. I am very concerned about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. Of course, Threads. We are at The Diamond K Show. So let's do this. Take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with more of the show. You are listening to The Diamond K Show here at onfire-tv.com.
You're watching onfire-tv.com, featuring news, interviews, and entertainment. Broadcasting from Radio On Fire Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, here's your host, Diamond K.
When you go out to a club, when you go out to a concert, you see folks on their cell phone. Does that upset you? Does that bother you? Now, if you are a performer on stage, you may have certain feelings about people being on their cell phone. I don't know what you can do about it, though. I mean, it's one of those things. That's how folks enjoy where they are. They want to pull out their cell phone. They want to take a selfie. Well, a country music singer, she was not feeling that at all. Take a look at this.
Something bound to fall apart. I'm gonna stop right here for a sec, Danny. I'm sorry. These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit. Shall we start again? Hey there, Mr. Timothy.
Yeah, so I think she was doing too much, personally. The girls were obviously excited to be at her show. Now, I personally think that she was off key, and that could have been a reason to stop. And when she came back, she sounded a little closer to the key she should have been on when she restarted. But if the fans bought a ticket to come see her show, right, and she's so easily distracted that some folks taking a selfie took her out of her game, she's not a focused performer. Right? She needs to work on her focus, right? People gonna be doing all kind of stuff during your show. She lucky that they wanted to sit there and even take the picture. Sometimes people walk away when the performances are bad. Some shows, they've been throwing cell phones on the stage. So at least these folks were using their cell phones in the intended way to take a selfie at her concert, right? I don't see why she was so upset. They were taking a selfie at her show so they could tell folks on social media they were at her show. Now, some of these entertainers are super entitled, and I think this is an example of that. You cannot, I've had this conversation with DJs. They get mad because people are not dancing and they are taking selfies or going live on their phone. You can't tell people how to enjoy what they're doing. They're listening with their ears. They're doing all kind of stuff, and that's just what it is. And we've got to understand and pay attention to what's happening and keep up with what's going on in the world. I'm just saying.
You're watching onfire-tv.com, featuring news, interviews, and entertainment. Broadcasting from Radio on Fire Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, here's your host, Diamond K.
Welcome back. You man, Diamond K in here. Of course, the Diamond K Show. Onfire-tv.com is where you go. On all social media, I am at the Diamond K Show. So, Adam 22. I don't know if all of you are aware of who he is, but recently he has really been in. So he has a very successful podcast, and it's called No Jumper, right? Now, we talked about this, and he went viral previously after letting his wife, Lena the Plug, do her first scene with a male adult star, aside from, her husband, obviously. And a lot of folks were, just baffled by that. So it's kind of funny when you think about it. It's like, what do you call it? Cuckold, whatever. When the guy sits there and watches somebody bang out his girl. Like, I don't understand this mentality. But this is where he is. And so the guy who he let smash his wife, Jason Love, has, I don't know, allegedly been going around saying that he smashes Adam 22's wife better than he does. So, of course, Adam 22 got upset at what Jason Love said. I mean, you let him smash your wife. And then, of course, folks are interviewing him. And now he's saying that Jason Love is Blacklist. You can no longer smash my wife. What is happening? What is happening? Take a look at this.
I guess we're doing this today. Hey, Jason Love, I trusted you to pork my wife. And it seems like that clout is getting to your head. You're talking real spicy, and I ain't really feeling it. Number one, the angle of the dangle is more important than the cubic of the pubic. That's number one. Number two, my D game, when I'm serving it, man, it's just like your mom's home cooking, because there's a special ingredient. It's called love. You ever heard of it? Number three, don't make me expose you. And you know what I'm talking about. It could get real messy out here. Number four, you don't want problems moving around in these LA streets, because I can make that happen. I'm very well connected. And number five, you are officially blacklisted from smashing my wife again. Show some respect.
Yo, that sounds so crazy. But there was a threat there. You don't want no problems moving around these LA streets. So he was definitely threatening Jason Love. It's an interesting situation. When you invite someone else into your bedroom, there is the potential for problems. Now, I don't think that he smashed in his house, or maybe he did. I don't know. But whenever you invite somebody else in, could be problems. So this is going to be a situation that we got to continue to watch. He said that he was acting spicy. And he threatened to expose him. I don't know what that means. But I'm sure that Jason is going to be okay. You said that he can't smash your wife anymore. I think that he is going to survive and probably thrive. And so we're talking about Adam 22. But before we get out of here, I want to talk about rapper Positive K. Many of you will remember him. He had a big hit called I Got a Man. This was back in the 80s. And so he is someone who's, still active as far as performing, but he's also doing comedy. And he might be one of the first, if not the first, rapper to break out and do comedy at his rap concert. So doing raps and also comedy himself, right? All right, take a look at this.
God damn it. I know she got it good too. You know how I know? Her second toe is longer than her first toe. When that second toe longer than that first toe, that pussy on. Now, her third toe is longer than her second toe. That means the pussy good and she crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with some crazy pussy. Shit, we all like some crazy. Some of y'all ladies like crazy pussy. Excuse my French. Yo, when that song came out, when that song came out, I used to date 22-year-old supermodels in Manhattan. Now I date 45-year-old chain smokers in Monroeville. Don't y'all laugh at my chain smokers. You never underestimate the power of a pack of Newports. Shit, you ever been a girl to pack a cigarette and she was the last one? And she tapping that box, and she don't know if she gonna smoke it now. And you coming in with a fresh pack. Shit, you fucking that night. That's romance, goddammit. That's what relationships is about. Cigarettes. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. You know what? It feels good to be an old school artist. Woo! Only problem being an old school artist is they still throw old titties at you. And don't get me wrong. Listen, I like old titties. I'm not that young. Shit, I don't call them cougars, I call them classmates. I like some old titties. Some of them old titties look real good, but some of them old titties still got that good on them from 1996. And that rusty nipple ring. Gotta put some WD-40 to get that squeak out.
Yes, that's a Positive K. Shout out to him. If you get a chance to check him out anywhere, make sure that you go and see him and show him some love. Rapper Positive K. Positive K from back in the day. Right? All right. It's been a great show. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. I'm here weekdays, 6 p.m. Anywhere you get your podcast, just search The Diamond K Show. So if you're tired of lies, if you're tired of people spinning the facts, join me weekdays, 6 p.m. on The Diamond K Show as I unpack the top news stories of the day, whether it's politics, music, pop culture. I'm going to give you nothing but the truth. You can get The Diamond K Show daily on YouTube, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, onfire-tv.com. I'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to make way for Bree and the No Filter podcast. I will see you guys tomorrow.